I am the Count Strahd von Zarevich. I'm the lord of this land of Barovia.
It is what I wanted for what seemed like a really long time.
So many doubts, and I will go with you, Oksana.
Welcome to RollQ, where super nerds with questionable accents tell a great story. I'm your GM. Q, we saved you a seat. Grab your dice and let's roll. Last time, Oksana and Silith continued the frantic battle of Yesterhill. Near death more than once, they managed to not only survive, but with a guiding bolt whose aim was true and a courageous spider climb, they recaptured the Mardukov jewel, exploding the effigy and chanting forest folk, but not Ludmilla, who managed to slip away in the chaos. As you sit, your backs up against the ridge which protected you from the blast, stark silence descends on you. Nothing atop this hill lives apart from you. Irina has hair that's still standing on end from the lightning she took earlier. Other than that, she looks none the worse for wear. Muriel's covered in blood from hand to elbow and clothes are bloody, but you can actually see her wounds are starting to slowly heal. Her regeneration has returned, and you sit in silence.
Muriel, keep talking. I think it will get better.
I'm really sorry. I don't really know what happened. Sorry about going after her. Everything, it's like it felt far away, like I wasn't me. I was outside of me, or I don't know. But I was the one who was really mad, so I must have been inside myself somehow.
Okay, you're fine.
I'm not even sure if it was.
Oksana gets up and walks away. You're good.
Okay, good. I hope you're good too.
I'm great. She looked around at the battlefield, expecting to perhaps maybe see Gummer or Cormac. Do you see them? She says to Scylla.
Silith is stretching out her joints and rolling her arms, trying to get a sense of grounding because there's been quite a lot that's happened. She rechecks her dagger. It's where she left it, and she looks up at Oksana. Ask me that again?
Do you see them? Cormac, Gummer.
She looks around. I have good wisdom. I am a cleric.
Yes.
25 GM.
Between your very good night vision and your ability to just sense things around you, they are not here. It looks like there's a book over there laying sort of half open. You also see a few bottles that may be potions, necklaces. It looks like everything they got when they were in Barovia, they did not take with them.
I start searching through all of these things to see if Cormac's scarf is there, and she's moving things aside and gets her hand on the book.
Do you want my help? Because last time Cormac disappeared, you didn't want me near one of his things. I don't know where we stand and if you want my assistance.
I'm looking for his scarf, his little fancy little neck towel. Ascot.
You hear from behind you, Irina will say, Muriel, why didn't you get a bird's eye view? You sort of hear slight flapping of wings as Muriel's turned into her were-raven form. The scarf is not there. That is a scarf that Cormac was wearing when he came into Barovia. All of those things seem to have gone with them. Gummer's staff is not there.
Silith, I'm noticing that all of the things here, these originated here. I don't see anything that they brought with them. Oksana looks around and Silith, I think we should pick all of this stuff up and take it with us. It feels a little out in the open.
Agreed. I don't like being this vulnerable.
Is there a sense that we are vulnerable?
Go on.
20, dirty 20.
Really does not seem like there's anything living up here. The most threatening thing is Strahd, and he told you he was going to meet you by the wall and give you a gift, since you seem to have won the wager. Muriel, now in her hybrid form, will fly up, and she turns back at Muriel. She says, got this wand Kavan wanted.
Oh,
we
right.
Give it back to him when we go.
Here, Silith, she'll hand you the book. You have more wisdom, and you have spell slots, like Cormac. She hands it to you.
I will hold on to it for you.
I think it needs to be with someone that has the power of doing more than 2 spells at a time. No,
that is fair.
Yes, Cormac, I could tell, thought a lot of you in such a short period of time, and I think he would want you to hang on to it.
Very well. Then I will do that for you.
Irina will kind of give you a funny look. Oksana, make an insight check.
19.
Dang.
You think that she's confused that you are so calm and collected with your companions gone. Doesn't say anything.
Irina, what?
They're gone. They came back before. Cormac came back before, but how do we know they're going to come back? It's just the 4 of us now, and when Muriel says it's just the 3 of us.
I think this is normal. These guys, they leave. And we just have to let that be that. She's obviously like, there's a level of deception, but I also think there's a level of persuading herself. I think there's a lot of complicated components, and she doesn't want to talk about it. Irina, we can talk about this another time. I feel like we need to get to Strahd before he takes one of us as well.
Do you think that he did it?
I wouldn't put anything past him. He runs his show, as evidenced by our audio and video quality. Please like and subscribe and do all those things so that we can have good, non-pixelated video.
I know this comes as a surprise to everyone here, but I have not been very forthcoming. And I suppose if we are going to continue traveling, I think it's odd that we just lost 2 of our party members at the same time, because just before I found myself here, I was also traveling with 2 companions. One was a bard, and he just sang everything in minor. It was irritating. I'm glad he's gone. And the other, well, he was fine. Spelled his name Vane. And he always said it was with a Y. A stupid way to spell Vane. Do you think there's a pattern here? Do the myths take 2 by 2? Should we stay together? Or perhaps I'm being paranoid.
It could be. There are 4 of us,
Oksana, what were you doing before you found yourself here?
I was at a tavern after a fight battle. We were going back to our living quarters, taken by fog. Feels like forever ago.
The fog brought you to Rurovi Village then, where I met you?
Well, the fog brought us into a foggy place, and then we went to the death house. I think we talked to you about it, right? The Dursts.
Death house? I don't remember that.
Yes, there was this baby monster thing that was living in a house, and we had to get out and save these spirits. It's all very like Barovian. I'm sure that you have many stories just like this, but then we went to the house, and then we traveled, and then we came to your place.
I think a baby monster's new even for us. She'll look at you, Silith, and say, having lived here my entire life, I can tell you, there is no discernible pattern that anyone has ever been able to tell me about. Even those who've lived here 60, 70, 80 years even. There's sort of a fatalism, as though the mist will do what the mist will do, and none of the rest of us can do anything about it.
I think Strahd will have a lot to say about this, but I wonder if this Escher, I feel like he traveled with Doru, and
he certainly did. They were best friends.
They traveled together, and he did not come back, but he is still with him.
Well, Escher betrayed. Remember, he was the one who tried to kidnap Arabelle. Well, he hired the person who was trying to kidnap Arabelle.
But we don't know.
I'm not sure we ever found out why they were doing that.
Right. I'm just thinking, like, there is some level of maybe possession here. I don't know. This is all very complicated, and I'm tired.
Collecting yourself. So let's say that you have taken a short rest. You look up, and from this distance, the wall looks just like the mist that you came through.
Did you come through mist with your bard who sings in minor, right?
Oh no, that would have been pure torture. No, he was left behind. Reynard. What a stupid name for a bard.
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird. I don't typically remember people's names that are unimportant to me. No, we were traveling together. It was a business arrangement, nothing more.
When you got to this land, were you in the mist, or?
Yes. As I recall, I was walking through a mist, and it was a forest. It was hard to track time, but I don't feel like I was here very long until I met you and everyone else. And there was the banner now that I know of Strahd's, but that's all I remember.
I wonder how long you have been here. How long I've been here. I feel like the time is, I don't know. I feel like we should get going and maybe talk less. And Oksana sort of takes off as quickly as possible toward the mist.
As you get closer to the mist, it looks very different from other mist that you've seen here. This looks somewhat impenetrable, a little bit like the shroud that Ludmilla cast, except shadows seem to be moving within this one. You hear what might be whispers, but even though you hear them, they're just out of earshot at the same time. And as you look down, Strahd is there. Bucephalus is about 30 feet away. And Strahd is kneeling in front of the wall.
Yes.
Maybe we should... Never mind.
I think you should say it.
You think? I was just thinking that maybe since you have his banner, maybe if we, show him that we're on his side, maybe it will be better. But then if he wants the banner and you're supposed to have it, I don't know the details, so...
I will do this, but know that I've never been on any man's side. They've never been on mine. But he said it's been a long time since he's been a man, right?
This is what he said, yeah.
She reaches into her bag and she pulls out the banner, and just for fun, she takes out the purple book that has the gold spider legs on it that she used to cast Binding Pledge, and she just opens it up and puts them side by side. It's almost like she's comparing notes. Don't know what she's going to get looking at her book with her little Strahd emoji on it and her banner, but she's squinting, trying to read something between the lines here.
Do you see the mist on your paper in the book with the emoji?
Oh, she takes the banner and she kind of throws it over her shoulder and she turns some of the pages. No, it's weird. I thought there were words here before. This book I brought it back. I've had it since I was in the Underdark, but I've had it on me for 5 years. And she keeps turning the pages. I don't know what sorcery this is. Never mind. I don't want him to see me struggle. Do you want to look at it?
I was just about to ask. I will take the book and guide myself 12.
It would not be odd or extra planar travel to take something with it.
Oh.
You had things that were written, though, that came with you and everything looks fine. Probably there is some purpose to the fact that things that Silith has written have been erased.
Okay. Yes, we don't want to show him any weakness. Here's your book. And, yes, I like the idea with the banner. Great ideas.
Do you want me to go talk to him?
Yes. I will follow.
All right.
As you approach, Strahd will raise his head, turns to face you, and he'll say, "Congratulations on your victory." Something is in his hand, and he will put it in the inside of his cloak. Notices on your shoulder the banner, and he says, "Where did you get that?"
I found it. Look familiar.
It certainly looks familiar, though it's quite old. May I?
She takes her time. Very dramatic. And she takes it off of her shoulder, and she extends it. Sure, take it.
He'll unfurl it and hold it in his hands, looking at it.
Does anything happen? I mean, do we notice, in the exchange, anything?
There is a little bit of sort of red glitter. There's kind of a shine as he turns it, but that was always there. Nothing new happens, and he'll say, "It was the beginning of fear, not by me but of me. I could send others with this banner held high, and great armies would flee before us. I've not fought in a war in a very, very, very long time. The last was against the Knights of the Silver Bloody Dragon. Where did you get this?"
He is describing this. May I see if I think he's telling the truth?
Indeed.
Natural 20.
Yes.
Every word is 100% true. With a natural 20, you would also get that there is some sadness and regret. It's not missing the good old days. It's more like he may have regretted the choice to raise this banner in the first place. When he talks about the fear of him, there's a little bravado, but underneath it, there's sort of a loneliness.
She locks eyes with him. How tall is he? Probably a lot taller than her.
I'd say he's probably about 5'10". He's not particularly tall.
Okay. So not much taller than her. You do not seem to look on war as favorably as I thought you would.
Just because one is great at something does not mean one has to love it. Though in my case, it did mean that I had to do it. At least I thought I had to.
And how long has it been since you've seen this banner?
This banner? Hundreds of years at least. Maybe more. This is the banner I raise when I am in my current form. There was another banner similar to this, but on white, red on white, and that was when I was alive. It was under the white banner that I conquered this land. It's under this banner that I defended it. He'll fold it up very gently, and he'll hand it back to you. You did not say where you got this.
It just appeared to me. I wonder, what do you hear when you touch it?
I don't think I hear anything. Obviously, there's memories that have some sound to them attached to it, be it conversations or orders, or there is imagery, the same as anyone's memory would be. But there's not voice. You hear voices when you held it. You must, otherwise you would not ask.
Oh, she doesn't know what to say. I may have heard of things. Oh, go ahead, Oksana.
I was just going to have her interrupt if she sensed that Silith was uncomfortable.
Yes, interrupt away.
Mr. Strahd, I would like your attention, please. And she will kind of move away from where the banner is. We are missing 2 of our members of our party, and they were not killed, obviously, in front of our eyes. And we need to find out where they are, and you would know. Did you take them? We would like them back.
No, I did not take them. I did not bring you here. I did not send them away.
Who did?
I call them the Dark Powers. I do not know what they are truly called. They spoke to me once, they do not anymore. It is they that control the mist. It is odd. They cannot take corporeal form. They could not punch you or stab you or squeeze you. But they do seem to have powers that I do not possess. I promise you, I did not take your friends. Perhaps they wanted to leave. Perhaps they were scared. My relationship with the Dark Powers is complicated. They need me, but they also seek to destroy me at the same time. They have not, they cannot, not in and of themselves. But I wonder if others are not perhaps agents of the Dark Powers. Tell me, have you seen any, I don't know, relics or shards of amber or that sort of thing?
What would that mean? Just curious.
Dark powers can infuse themselves. Oh, sure. Oh, I've no secrets. I have lots of secrets. This is not one. The Dark Powers have managed to infuse themselves. There is a place where the Dark Powers imprisoned.
Oh, is that this Amber Temple thing?
It is.
My friend, one of the friends that has gone missing, he was talking about it.
Perhaps that's why they removed him.
Oh.
At any rate, I am in charge of much here. But I have said before, I am not omniscient. I did not take your friends. They were my friends too. Sort of.
Do people come and leave outside of the Vistani, and do you know about it and no one else does?
I have been granted the power to allow certain groups that are already Barovian to pass through the mists and come back. The Vistani, of course, and I recently allowed a new group to be able to go beyond the mists to hunt and then return, in return for their fealty. That is a power that I have. There are a few others that have their own ways of doing this. How many they have taught to do it, I do not know. There's one particularly ornery and troublesome old gnat that seems to come and go as he pleases. It is infuriating.
Old gnat.
I could kill him, of course, but I truly ought to kill him. Honestly, I think he's gotten too old now. I was asleep for most of his life. His name is Van Richten.
And you know where he is?
I know he is here. I do not know exactly where he is now. In fact, he is one of very few people that I cannot see. He'll look towards Arena. There are some that it's as though they're hiding from me.
Have you tried to find Arena when you have not stumbled upon us or found us recently?
Well, I've not needed to try to find Irina. Irina has been with you. You, I can see. All the time. Whatever power Irina has seems not to bleed. It is how I know so much of what you've been doing. Though, I cannot look all the time. I check in every couple of days or so. Given my power has limits. Not that you're likely to see them.
Okay.
Let's talk
boring.
about your wager. Wager that you have won. Congratulations. And I suppose it is time that I welcome you to the Whispering Hall. The ancestors of the forest folk believe this is the corpse of an ancient god. Or maybe his tomb. The mist is said to be the god's final exhalation. Those ancestors also believe that if we enter seeking knowledge, it will show us our deepest desire. It is a powerful thing to know oneself and one's desires, and a dangerous thing as well. I have a proposal for you. I propose that you step into the wall. Whoever is brave enough to do so. In it you will see your deepest and darkest desires. In return for this, I will give you extra rewards. I will not ask what you saw. It is not my business. One's desires are one's own. Should you choose to enter, I warn you that many are seduced by their visions, so much so that they do not leave the mist. Those are never seen again. The wall will guide you forward, but you must decide to leave of your own free will, under your own power. And the way back will come but once. If you do not take it, you will be among those that are trapped in the wall.
What does it matter to you? Why have us do this?
I would like you to know yourself when you make decisions. I do not think you do, especially you. The fact that you are so cavalier about a number of things, besides, of course, your roommate, I'm not sure particularly what to call them. You're not in control of yourself, not at all. Perhaps if you go and find out what you really want, perhaps that gives you clarity when making decisions. Skoljana, I invite you to go as well. Lady Drow, I know you do not lack for courage. I'm sure you will go. And you, Wereraven, you're invited as well. Muriel will say, I'm not going. I don't want any gifts from you anyway. Besides, I know what I would see. There's no point. Disappointing.
Do we all have to go at the same time?
No, you don't all have to go at all. If you wish to go and Miss Kolyana does not, that is fine. You will receive an extra reward and she will not. Irina sort of looks to you guys, trying to see what you're going to do.
Sana looks at Silith.
If we go, we should go together.
Solidarity.
Irina, what do you want to do?
I will go. I will go. If you're going, I will go.
Before we go, other than our choices, other than choosing to stay, is there anything else that could possibly harm us by doing this?
I've never heard of anyone being physically harmed, you will remember what you saw when you come out. I certainly did.
What did you see?
I saw a white fortress above a great city. You heard church bells ringing through the fog.
Oh,
That is the gist of it.
I get it.
You said if we do this, there will be rewards on the other side. What type of rewards?
Well, it is the breath of a dead god. You cannot expect an absolutely wonderful thing. But as I promised you with your first reward, it will be useful. I should think, though, that you're going not for the reward, but for the experience. You have shown such courage thus far. Are you so afraid of your own mind? Are you yourselves your biggest fear?
Silith turns to Oksana. I think this is it. I think this is the close to my last test of doubt. I will do this, but I may not see you again. Do you still want to go?
I want to go. I want to go with you. Please.
All right. Silith extends both of her hands out to Irina and to Oksana. She closes it. We should stay together. Let's not get separated.
Agreed.
If we get lost, look for the purple flames that I've cast before. We'll find each other again.
Okay. Yes.
You are all just adorable.
So are you. Adorable.
He's something.
And many things. We'll find out most of them. He'll sort of take a step back and give you some room. Stand with his hands behind his back.
Over her shoulder, she looks at Mariel one more time. You've made your decision then.
I ain't going in there.
All right. Well, you fight well.
You too.
I know. Thank you.
We'll be right back, Muriel. For the record, she's being a lot louder than when she had her exchange with Silith. I am only going, Silith, because you need me. She looks toward Muriel. We'll see you in a few minutes, okay? I don't know what that accent was. I went to like, we will see you in a few minutes. And we go.
There we go.
You step into the wall. You are instantly transported. Silith, you have entered the wall with an expectation of what it is that you will see. You will see yourself clad as the Yathtalar, the high priestess of Menzoberranzan. You will wear the black spider silk robes, accented with purple, as is your choice. The elaborate headdress that seems one with your woven hair. And you shall stand upon the ruins of House Benry as befits your station. After all, if you are the Yathtalar, House Benry will go all the way to the top. And you will have done what no other Vandry has ever done. Your eyes will turn back to the blood red of your birth. On the left, you see the mists part, and there is a mirror there.
When I look into the mirror, do I see what you've described?
You approach the mirror. As you do, dark shadows seem to ebb and flow. There's a shadow coming, and then a light pushes it away. It's a push and pull. As the mirror resolves, you look. Oksana, as you step through the mist, you step back into something that's very familiar. It is your hovel with the low ceiling. You can hear the rain and the roof's leaking just like always. Constantine is there and it looks like he's getting ready to go out, putting on his coat. You are almost ready. Just your boots. You pull them on, they fit perfectly. You wouldn't call this happiness. You wouldn't call it safety, but it feels right. It feels like it's yours. All right, ready to go.
Yes. One moment. She laces up the top part of her boot. Yes, I'm ready.
We go. He opens the door, except instead of stepping into Baldur's Gate, you step into Barovia. Barovia Village, as a matter of fact. The castle looms over you as the mist swirls beneath your feet. Neither feels as threatening as they were before. You realize your patron is still with you, but now he's really more of a sort of a true patron of an artist. There is neither judgment nor threat. He cares about what you create. He's quick to praise. When he does not praise, he is truly constructive, as though he actually cares. The people you pass smile at you. They trust you. None of them asks if you are sure you want to do something. They trust your judgment. They trust your reasoning. Walking past a village shop, you catch a reflection in the glass and you freeze. Silith, you do not see what you expect. It is you in the mirror, but it's different. Your clothes are not the High Priestess robes. They are exactly what you are wearing when you walked into the mist. Your hair should be in the most complicated style imaginable, but it's cut short, not even to your shoulders here. And there's a soft, cool glow that is like lighting you in this mirror. Over your shoulder through the mist, a figure approaches. Looks like you, a double of you. A dark shadow follows her as she heads toward you. It's not until she gets very close that you know she is not you. She is your twin, as she would be if she were alive, if you had not murdered her. Oksana, in the glass you look, your long red hair cascades across your shoulders, your green eyes stare back at your reflection. This could be a face that you've changed into, but you know it is not. You are Irina. Irina stares back at you. You feel what you imagine she must feel. Protected, worthy of love and safety, and people instinctively follow your leadership. A voice from behind you. Oksana, you're dawdling. We have to go. It's like the most lucid dream you've ever had.
I'm trying to decide, do I change my accent? Like...
As you're deciding, do I talk like myself? But as you look back to the glass, who are you now?
Me. Oksana. I am Oksana.
Oksana is Oksana, as Oksana looks.
I am coming, Constantine. She kind of looks around to see if she sees anyone with red hair.
You don't. What does happen, though, is immediately the anxiety hits you. As Oksana, you will be doubted, questioned, tested. But as you walk, everyone looks at you the same way as they did Irina. You do not feel judged or slighted. You feel accepted. Silith, as you turn to face your twin, you turn and you see Oksana. She stands kind of...
Silith extends her hand to see if she can touch Oksana's face, see if she's real.
You are standing and touching Oksana's face.
Oksana, tell me what you've seen.
What do you mean? I see you.
Silith pulls her hand back like it's been burned. What?
I know it is hard to touch my beauty. I understand.
No, cut that. I mean, that part's funny, but where have you been?
I don't understand. I've been with you. Where have you been? You look a little pale. Like paler than usual.
No, I was in Menzo Baranzan. I had everything I wanted.
Silith, did you have a strange meditation?
No.
It may be true that you've had a strange meditation. Yeah, it's very confusing. Your mind kind of reels and recoils. This feels all wrong. Maybe the mist thinks that you're someone else.
Scylla takes a step back. Don't mock me. I don't know who you are.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to mock you. It's just sort of the way I talk. People feel mocked sometimes. It's sort of it is defense. The moon behind Oksana, just a sliver, waxes in front of your eyes immediately to a glowing fullness. As the moon glows full, your heart fills as well. You feel nourished. Your hair, once horrid to you, it befits your confidence. There is no one left you need to impress. And Oksana is the first person who likes you. not what she could get from you, not to get close enough to stab you in the back. She just likes you, calls you sister, a sister. I know I am not Drow and not your real sister, but maybe we can choose each other instead. I found us a nice place. A place to start over, be ourselves. She'll extend her hand again.
You're not making fun of me, seeing me like this.
I am not making fun of you.
I don't understand. Why would you want to be with me when I have nothing to offer like this?
Nothing. You are smart, you are beautiful, you are fun, you have good sense of humor, you know how to put people in place, you're a good fighter. Why would anyone not want to be with you?
Because back, and she turns, didn't you see me back there? How wonderful and terrible I was. And this, and she puts her hand like through her short hair, I can't leave looking like this. I feel like I look like her, what she would have looked like if I hadn't taken her life before her first breath. I never voice these thoughts out loud. What, have you drugged me?
Your head is swimming. It's like the rightness and the wrongness of this are tearing at each other. Oksana puts out her hand again and she says, let's go, we will talk on the way. At that moment, you feel a tingle behind you. Goosebumps run up and down your skin. You turn. Oksana, Constantine leads you to the town square. The statue of Ismark is there, except it's not Ismark, it's a statue of Sir Isteval now. Gummer is there. Sam. Sir Isteval himself is there, standing next to his own statue. All of them give you just a quiet, simple smile. Approval. It's then that the crowd starts to thicken, Oksana, and you feel ghosts all around. You realize, looking at faces, these are the ghosts of the people you have killed. But they do not seem to seek any sort of vengeance, and even they do not accuse or reject you. Even they know what you did was right. The ghosts all fade together into one, and the single ghost parting the crowd is Valenta. Valenta, who gave you this gift, she who created a Dhampir. But now, and you realize now suddenly you're looking down at her and she's laying on the floor, unmoving. You don't see the bravado and the anger on the surface, but the sadness underneath. You look down to see her body at your feet, and her grotesque mask is gone and she's absolutely beautiful. You lean down to her, an artist, and you begin to weave black dahlias into her hair. Everyone around you is watching, and you feel their approval. Even Valenta's face, unmoving, dead face, seems to look up at you reassuringly. Your art is recognized truly as art. And you hear a voice above you. Would it be possible for you to show me? You look up into Cormac's face. You stand up and move to the side. He does not doubt you. He looks at you. You reach down and take your hand. Well, as it happens, I have something I want to see. Well, come with me. You start to follow, but then, behind him, you see something. Silith, as you turn, following the goosebumps and tingles on your skin, you see a doorway. It's made entirely of mist, but is firm all the same. Don't look back, Silith. There is nothing for you back there. Come forward with me. From your peripheral vision, the doorway starts to fade. Silith, you don't have much time. Strahd's voice echoes in your mind. Many are seduced. The way back will appear but once. Silith, come on. This is the moment.
I have doubts. I have so many doubts, and I will go with you, Oksana, but not you. The one who's waiting back there for me. I have to go to her.
What do you mean you're going to leave me?
Yes, and you can keep the mirror. I don't think I want what I thought I wanted anymore.
The doorway is fading. The way back will come but once.
Silith straightens, composes herself, and she doesn't look back at this other Oksana. She walks back through the door and leaves.
Oksana, as you hold Cormac's hand, you look over his shoulder and you see an archway of mist. Tangible. A doorway. You hear Strahd. Many are seduced. The path to return will come but once. A voice in your head, but not him. Your own voice tells you to look closer at the people that are around you. As you look at them, there's a stillness to them, as though they're beautiful but very accurate wax figures. Cormac's hand becomes cold and weak in yours. In this moment, you are certain that if you do go with Cormac, if you follow him, everyone will shift back and it will all be real again. But someone is missing.
What is going on?
I don't know. We will have to experiment with it, but I'm fairly certain that you have everything and everyone you will need here. No need to turn back. Come with me. This is what you wanted, is it not?
It is what I wanted for what seemed like a really long time. But, I don't think this is real. I don't think it's real.
The doorway over his shoulder begins to fade.
And she will let go of his hand.
I mean, what is real is sort of in the eye of the beholder.
And as she will walk toward the door.
You step out of the mist, and as you do, Silith's hand is in yours. Irina's hand, Silith, is in your other hand. You did step in together and step out together. You look to Irina, and Irina's face is just a mask, but silent tears streak down her face. Welcome back. You all seem quite changed. I told you you'd learn about yourselves. Or, I am a man. I am a noble of my word. I don't know. In reverse order then. First, gifts for braving the Whispering Wall. And you have braved it. You're all quite brave. He'll reach in his pocket and he pulls out a very small, luminescent object, almost like a marble. He'll turn it and he touches it to the mist of the wall. Immediately, gray and silver tendrils of mist swirl out, and as he pulls it back, they start to spin themselves, and they spin themselves into solid gems. There's 3 of them. Strahd will reach up, take the gems that are floating. He'll walk over to you and he'll open his hand. 2 of the gems are sort of a deep gray. The other is a bright silver. The same colors, Silith, that you saw the shadows that were fighting. The same color, Oksana, as the sky turned as you stepped out into Barovia, of all places. You may choose. The gray gems will guide you to an object you desire. Silver would take you somewhere you wish to go. Not out of the mist, of course, is rather a small range. Each can be used only once. As I said, the wall is made out of a dead god. You cannot expect much power from them, but I dare say they may be useful to you. Mechanically speaking, each of the gray gems allows you to cast Locate Object for free without a spell slot. The silver allows you to cast Misty Step free without a spell slot.
Oksana reaches over. Don't mind if I do.
I'll let you all sort of decide. You don't need to be for sure now until you break them, and that will be all.
Oksana, is he holding them out to them? Or?
He's held them out. I thought that you took them already.
Did we take them?
I thought you took all three when you
I was
reached in.
kidding. I was kidding.
Oh,
but
sorry.
Yeah, Oksana, in taking it, wouldn't have been so cavalier. She would have gone to grab all three, but I think in that moment, she would have put her hand flat over touching Strahd's hand for a moment longer than it's uncomfortable in some type of way. It feels a type of way. And
his hand is almost like putting your hand to a frozen metal pole, the kind that makes your hand stick. It doesn't stick, but he is his hand is freezing.
Oh, okay. I will take these ladies. I will hang on to them until we need them. Is that all?
Very well. He'll go holding the gem that he put into the fog. He'll start to put it away.
Can I have that one?
Oh no, Reynold. This is called a gleed. Dragon's eye, some cultures call them. It is a spark of power made tangible.
Well, you said we are, powerful and could go into the mist. Should we not have one?
I don't think so. It took me some time to earn this. I cannot give you this knowledge for free, but I can give you this. Your winnings. This is also from the god who died here. They say he left several relics behind, though his name is lost to time. They call it the Twilight Crest. And it is yours. He'll put his hand out. In it is a necklace, a very simple leather cord. The necklace is a moth. The head at the top, wings coming out like that. It's carved out of petrified wood, and clustered in the center there are several blue gems, not in a pattern, as though the gems were just thrown there in clumps, almost if they grew naturally. The Twilight Crest has 3 charges. Each long rest, one of those charges will come back. You may use 1 charge to cast Aid without a spell slot. You can also choose to use a single charge to cast Spirit Guardians without a spell slot. It is the necrotic version only. If you use all 3 charges, you can cast a spell called Enervate. A tendril of inky darkness reaches out from you, touching a creature you can see within range to drain life from it. The target must make a dexterity saving throw. On a successful save, the target takes 2d8 necrotic damage and the spell ends. On a failed save, the target takes 4d8 necrotic damage, and until the spell ends, you can use your action on each of your turns to automatically deal 4 necrotic damage to the target.
Wow.
Whenever the spell deals damage to a target, you regain hit points equal to half the amount of necrotic damage the target takes. Strahd will say, "This is where we part. I am quite weary." He'll look east toward what passes for dawn here, and he'll say, "When my day ends, it appears yours may just be beginning." Very gracefully, one hand on Bucephalus and just kind of leap up. It's the first time you've seen him do something athletic.
Before you go, you seem to like stories. Would you like to hear a story?
I would so much like to hear a story.
When I was a child, one of the games we would play in the Underdark, only the bravest, for the spiders were holy. We would see which one could make it, how long we could last, as we took spiders and pulled their legs off one by one. My friends, well, they're dead now. They could only make it to a few, but I always looked at the spider and took off every single leg. How many of our legs will you pull away in this game?
How many do you have?
Well, I think we have a few things that we can still play.
I certainly hope so. I promise you this. I will not pull off any legs before our dinner in 3 days' time at the castle. I'm being perfectly honest. I look forward to this dinner more than anything in recent memory, actually. So, bring yourselves, bring your manners, bring your legs, and we will see you in 3 days. He'll turn Bucephalus and he'll say, I really, really did enjoy my time with you. I hope to have more of it before the end. Farewell. He'll turn Bucephalus. We'll take one gallop and then disappear. The day has dawned as much as it ever does here. Muriel will walk up and sort of look up at you guys and say, "Go in, come back? Too cold or something?"
We can leave it at that, Mariel. That's... Sure.
Make a deception check. With disadvantage, and your DC is about 30.
And I have no charisma.
Can I guide her? I don't even know. Yes, it was all there was.
You go right ahead and guide her.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We're starting out good. I have no modifiers. Oh my gosh. I need everyone to know I rolled a 3 and a 2.
Muriel says, alrighty.
Mariel, I'll make a deal with you.
Okay.
I'll tell you what happened. But you can only respond in about half the amount of words that you would typically use.
What if I can't count that high?
Or I will let you use all of your words, but you have to write them down. You can't say them out loud.
You know what? I don't want to know that bad. We should take this Kavan that wand. See about that weapon he talks about. Unless there's something else you want to see here.
No, I don't want to linger here any longer. Oksana, are you all right to move on?
Yes, I am all right to move on. Let us go. Irina?
Irina will kind of come behind you and sort of put her arms around both of you like that. She'll say, Strahd was right about one thing. We are exceedingly brave. She will pull her red hair back into a ponytail and tie it. And as you head to Kavan to return his wand, and then to the winery to say that you won, and then, well, then you're not sure. But we'll find out that next week.
I'm hit. That was great. Amazing session.
Oh my goodness.